it's Mindy from simplymindy.com. This video will be part of a new series on my channel sharing simple dollar store crafts that you can use to decorate with. Let's get started. Today I'm sharing 3 crafts. This first one is a simple wreath. I'm using a dollar store mini wreath form. This is a wire form and some green burlap ribbon. This is from Dollar Tree. They usually have this color around Christmas time, but I had some in my stash and this is what I'm going with. You could easily use burlap or any other ribbon you have on hand. So I'm simply wrapping this around the wreath form and I'm overlapping just a bit, and I'm gonna go around the whole wreath form twice with this burlap ribbon. Ignore the yellow tulips in the background. I was going to use those, but I decided not to. Once I am done wrapping, I'm just going to secure the end piece to the back with some hot glue. And I decided to use these yellow flowers that I had in my stash. I simply added them onto the wreath by just feeding the wired stem under the ribbon. And these were nice and secure just like this. Once I added on the 3 flowers, I also added these little white flowers that are also from Dollar Tree. They're sort of like a baby's breath, and I just added 1 stem to each end of opposite the 3 yellow flowers. For that last bit of ribbon that's left on the roll, I'm going to use that to hang this little wreath. For my second craft, I'm using these mini terracotta pots, and these are also available at Dollar Tree, and I'm also using some acrylic paints. I will have all the colors listed in the description box. I saw this technique on another YouTube channel, which I will link in the description box as well, and I wanted to try this technique. So we're going to be creating sort of a gradient effect using these paints, and what I'm doing is adding 3 small dollops of the same paint color. Then I am mixing in white paint to create 2 lighter shades. So as you'll see here, I'm going to start with the lightest shade and paint that onto just the bottom half of my terracotta pot, creating sort of a wavy effect. I didn't want to paint the whole pot because it gives it a nice texture as well. So I like using these makeup sponges to paint with because they go on very smooth, and especially on these terracotta pots that like to soak up paint, this worked really well. So I painted on that first color, allowed it to dry completely, then I went back and painted on the second and third color, allowing each layer to dry in between. And I started with the lightest and went to the darkest, but you could probably do this the other way around as well. Here's my finished pot with the brown. I did the smallest one in a yellow, and I like the yellow because it's very subtle. And then a green. For my final craft, I'm using this canvas sign that I also had in my stash from Dollar Tree, but you can find these at pretty much any dollar store. And I'm going to remove the canvas and use just the frame. Here's what it looks like. This is sort of an MDF material. It's kind of like a particle board. So there's a little bit of texture on it, but I painted the entire frame with this metallic paint in a tan color. I'll also have this color linked in the description or listed in the description. But I painted the entire frame and allowed that to dry. And here's what that looks like. These frames can be a little flimsy, so if you need to, add a staple to each corner. But here's what I did with this. I created this free printable for you. This is available on my website as part of my printable library. I will have a link to that in the description box as well if you are interested. So I just printed this on printer paper, and I'm going to place it within the frame and cut it out using one of my X-Acto knives, and I will attach it to the frame using hot glue. And that is all. I decided to also add some cotton rope to the front of this because I didn't like the texture that was showing through because of the material. So I added this rope just using my hot glue as well for a finished touch. If you enjoyed these quick, simple crafts, go ahead and give this video a like, leave me a comment letting me know what was your favorite, and subscribe for more home decor on a budget. Thanks for watching.